Opposition. First of 6 questions. Keir Starmer.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yesterday I spoke to a mum who lives in London. She's got a 4-year-old daughter who had a very high temperature yesterday morning. She phoned 111 and was told to get a test. She tried to book and was told the nearest was Romford. That was 9 o'clock in the morning. She explored that, but there were no tests there. She was then told Haywards Heath, halfway to Brighton. On exploration, no tests there. By lunchtime, this mum was told the nearest place was Telford or Inverness. A slot became available in Lee Valley in the afternoon, one slot, but unfortunately that was being offered across the country, including to people in Manchester, and it was impossible to book. 9 o'clock last night, she was told the nearest centre was Swansea. This is frankly ridiculous. Who does the Prime Minister think is responsible for this?
Well, Mr. Speaker, clearly I take responsibility, as I have done throughout, for the entire handling of the coronavirus crisis. But I would just say to those who attack NHS test and trace and those who deprecate the efforts of the people who are doing their level best to keep us safe, Mr. Speaker, that it is precisely because of the success of test and trace that capacity has gone up to from 2,000 a month in March to 320,000 a day. And we know, thanks to NHS test and trace, in granular detail, in a way that we didn't earlier this year, Mr. Speaker, about what is happening with this pandemic. We know the groups that are suffering, the extent of the infection rates, and we've been able, thanks to NHS test and trace, to do the local lockdowns that have been working. We also know that, alas, some people have not been following the guidance in the way that they should, and therefore we are seeing a rise in infections. And that's why today we are taking decisive steps, Mr. Speaker, to intensify our social distancing measures, the rule of 6 that will be familiar to the country, in order that we can keep our economy going, that we can keep our schools open and keep this virus under control. And I hope that he will support those measures and indeed, Mr. Speaker, support NHS test and trace.
Keir Starmer.